Hey guys, welcome to this Monday meditation where we're going to be doing a quantum mind meditation. So if you're joining me for the first time, Monday is a very special day because this is the day where we do our meditations. We do a group meditation in this space. We all get together, sit there for next 60 minutes and go through our meditation exercise. So this is a time where we create our future. We create um, possibilities, and that's the way we design the future, right? So that's where all that come from. So hope you guys doing really well. You guys can hear me fine. I know a lot of you guys are jumping on here right now on Facebook. Let me see if I can actually hear myself fine. So come and say hi if you are coming on this. Looking forward to. Can you guys hear me? Actually, can you let me know if you guys can hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Just give me a second. A lot of people are messaging me. Um, Let me put it the Zoom address as well. Just give me a second. I'll give you guys the Zoom as well if you'd like to join on that space. Give me a second. A couple of people are messaging me on my Facebook as well. Give me a second. All right, so here we are. All right, so here's a Zoom if you want to have a bit better experience. I think there usually is a delay, so I put it in the chat window for Facebook as well. So let's get started, guys. It's 7:01. Today is a quantum mind meditation. So get into it and put your, just put your headset on. We're going to do a guided meditation as part of this and go through some things, right, as part of this. So number one thing, right? So let me see if I can actually on the Zoom is good. Everything's good. Yeah. So if you're joining me for the first time, Monday is a Monday meditation where we go through a quantum mind, where we create a different possibilities, and that's the platform which we use, and there's the techniques which I created, learned from a lot of other people out there, and we're going to be sharing this. So let's get into it. Let's start by asking the first question. So let me ask this. What are the three things you're grateful for this week? Because week just started. What are the three things you're grateful for? What happened today? What happened yesterday? What are the three things you're really, really, really grateful for? Type it in at the bottom if you can. Let me know what are the three things you're really grateful for. For me, I'm really, 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 really grateful for being here with you in this space and sharing this with you guys and enjoying your energy and enjoying your company. And I wouldn't have been able to, or couldn't have asked for more for this. This is the biggest blessing I have, and I'm managed to share this with you guys. So thank you for this. And this is my number one thing, and I'm really grateful for that. Number two things I'm really, really, really grateful for today is my tomorrow's workshop is completely booked out, and it never happened in the past. We never had that many people registered. So I'm really grateful for that, right? Really, really, really grateful for that. Number three things I'm really grateful for that is, even though I had a really busy day last night, even though I went to sleep at 4 or 4:30 in the morning, I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning, did my practice, and was ready for my first meeting at 9 o'clock with my client. So, which is amazing, and I'm really grateful for that. Being able to, not being pushy, but being able to go out and execute my day, which has been really good. I spoke to really great people today. Been managed to add a lot of values in different people's life by just speaking to 5 minutes, 10 minutes in last 8 hours. So this day has been really useful, really grateful. So I'm really grateful for today. Before we get started, I really want you guys to take a pause. Take a pause into this space and think of things you are really grateful for. Right. What are you grateful for, right? What are you thinking? If you can't think of anything today, go back and look at your life on the weekend as well. Look at Sunday. Look at Saturday. What are you grateful for? What happened in your life which you really say thank you? Thank you for these moments. Thank you for those things in my life. Thank you for those people in my life. Thank you for those moments. And, those are the blessings. What are you grateful for? So take a pause, and I want you to type it in. What are you grateful for? right? Before we get started, really important for us to be grateful for these moments, right? Remember this. So the more we are grateful for these moments, the more we likely to make it happen, or we telling the world that we want them more and more and more, like these moments. So it's really important for us to be saying these things and acknowledging these things and saying that I'm really grateful for this, and I want that again to happen, right? It's really important. So we all of us need to say this all the time. So number one thing before we get into meditation, in any meditation practice, if you do, you must be thankful for what you have. And I'll tell you the reason today. So today what we're going to talk about, I think one of the biggest discovery I had made in the human, what do you call, I think I'll say the secret of life. Let's name this thing called the secret of life. And we're going to talk about the secret of life. And a lot of people talk about a lot of stuff, but I want to give you my word of secret of life. And where did it get started? I'm going to tell you as well. And this secret of life is amazing when you get to understand it. So let me start by saying the secret of life. Where did it get started and how did I get started? So I was born in a place, I was born in a society, I was born in that world where we always chasing something. There was always something to be chased. There always something missing, that we are doing work to get that, acquire that, have that, be that, right? So I was born in that space. There was things which we had in our possession in our life, whether it's a family members, whether it's possession or materialistic things, they were never enough, right? They were never, ever, ever enough. So I was born in that place. So when I was growing up and I looked at, more and more and more people around me. Everybody was chasing something. Everybody was doing things, right? Everybody was after something. There was the way the society worked, or the way the society works. So the most of the people live their life is chasing the life. I want to give you the reason what happens, right? And I want to justify it by doing the business mind in that. Remember, right? So we as humans, remember one thing, right? We as humans, the reason for life is, if you want to go back into that space, that we are a group of people who are here on this planet to do the evolution, right? To get to take this world, take this society, take this community, take this, place, country up, to the next level, right? So we are one of those people who are on this planet to take our planet to the next level, right? So we are part of this evolution process that humans must be doing something, must be going. Our brain is designed that way, that we always gonna look for lack. And that's where the things are, right? So remember, when we do our business world, when we design our way of looking at client, what does your client want? What do we want, right? What do they want? Where they are today, what their reality look like today, right now, and where their future, where they want to get to, right? This is how we start the business. Every human starts like this. Means that everybody's got a current place where they stay, where they are, and everybody out there is looking to get somewhere. It's everybody out there, right? If they are humans living on this planet, they want to get somewhere. They want to have something. They want to become something. That's the way the humans are, right? They all are doing it. We all are doing it. So that's the reason shopping centers are filled with people. That's why people buy stuff, because they want to have something. They want to become something. They want to acquire something because they want to get to somewhere, right? So that's the reason we buy things. And that's the biggest reason for any purchase you make, because, you're looking, either you want to get your hair done because, you want to look like something. So anything we do, anything we buy, we want to become something. We want to get towards our desired future. We want to get towards our desired future. And because we want to get towards our desired future, and this is the game, right? This is, most people fail to understand that the moment you get to that desired future, what happens? Let me know. What if you know the answer to this? Let me know. Some of you guys probably know because you have heard me saying this again. Once you get to that desired future, what happens? What happens? Yes, yes, you want more. You want more. What happens is the moment you land in that place where you feel that you gained what you wanted to get, you became what you wanted to become, then what happens is the next desired future just gets born and you want to get to the next level, right? So this is the race. We can call it a rat race, we can name it whatever we want to do, but this is every human being's, right? Every human being's doing this today. we all we all are doing it, whether you admit it, whether you say that, whether you say I'm not part of that, but we all are part of that. Logically, all illogically, we all part of that. We want to get somewhere, and once you get to that destination, we want to get somewhere else. And then what happens after that? Once you get to that, you want to get somewhere else. Once you get to that, you want to get somewhere else. So here is the secret of life. Here is the secret of life. The secret of life is we all live in the gap. We all live in the gap. We all live in the gap. Remember this, right? You are here and you want to get to this place, and there is a gap in the middle. This is you. This is where you want to get to, and you all have a gap in that place. Most humans, all of our lives, we spend in that gap. We spend in the gap. Does that make sense? Right? Does that make sense? Do you believe that? Do you understand what I'm saying? We all live in the gap. That's what the humans are here on this planet to do, live in the gap, right? But, 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 here is a big but, right? Most people don't understand this. Because they don't understand this, they all believe I need to get somewhere. Once I get to that, then I'll have the happiness, then I'll have the relationship, then I'll feel happy, then I'll do all that, right? Most people don't understand that. Now I'm going to give you something else on top of this today, right? So we all live in the gap. Now tell you something, the biggest ever thing. Once you get to the next level, once you get to your desired future, getting to the desired future is all your feeling, the way you feel. You buy a new car, it's nothing to do with the car. It's everything to do with what that car makes you feel. What that car makes you feel. Buy a new house, nothing to do with the new house, because the new house is going to be there next week as well, or week after as well. But how does that make you feel? Yeah, we're going to talk about this, Colin. We're going to talk about this. What are we going to do to fill that gap? Yes, this is the entire game. I'm going to give you the answer. Don't jump the queue yet. You're going to get the answer, right? So, but the amazing thing is, I hope you guys understand this, right? Which is really amazing. Everything what we do is just a feeling. So it means that today you are here and you want to get to this desired future, whatever that might look like for you. Once you even get there, it is a feeling, nothing else. Bank balance. I'll give you my example. We, like anybody else, when we got started in this journey, I was making a really good amount of money. And what did I do? Like most people do, we started buying houses. We bought a lot of houses, right? And we started calling myself an investor. I hired, all these people who could actually help me gain that wealth, gain that everything. So this is the way it happened. So I had this epiphany moment, which made me realize, holy crap, it's just a feeling, right? So what happens is we sold a house. As part of the deal, I said, okay, sell this house. Let's go and invest money somewhere else. When we sold that house, the house had an equity about $250,000, right? So when we sold it, 250K came into my bank account. See, now this is the feel. Look at this. Before, a day before that, I did not have $250,000 in my bank account. Something happened externally somewhere, and somebody gave me a call, and they told me that I have now $250,000 check or bank balance available. Nothing happened in my life. Everything was still the same. I was going to work exactly that way. I was catching up with people exactly that way. I was having a coffee meeting with people exactly that way. I was doing my work exactly the same way. Nothing changed. The only thing changed was the conversation, the phone, and the feeling it gave it to me after that. And it's really important for all of us. You know, we all say that, and you probably have heard this saying, fake it until you make it. Fake it until you make it. It's really famous, right? What I mean it, what I believe, what they meant is feel it until you make it. And don't fake it, feel it, right? So if you want to become the best speaker in the world, feel that. How does it feel to become the best in that space? Feel that space, right? So you start from here, you want to get to that. Once you even get that, how does it feel to become that person? How does that feel? So we all, now going back to the same thing, we all live in the gap. We start here, we are here. The moment we are born, we've been told by the society something is missing. So the cycle starts. We start to live in that gap. And now the question here is, Colin asked this question, how do we fill that gap? How do we fill that gap? We know that we want to get to the desired future. We want to get to that place. We want to get to that. So I think I gave you the answer. How do you fill that gap? How do you fill the gap? Let me ask you this, because I think I gave you the answer here. How do you fill the gap? Give me the answer. How do you fill the gap? You guys are pretty much listening to this. There are a few people here. How do you fill that gap? You're living in that space. Feel, yeah, absolutely right, Mitch. Yeah. So if everything is a feeling, getting you to the desired future is the feeling as well. Can you feel it today by sitting at your current situation where you are right now? Can you feel that? Can you feel that? Can you feel that? Can you feel that? Right? Can you feel that you are the person who's going to help 50 people? Yes, absolutely spot on. Feel the feeling first before it happens for you. Feel the feeling, because millionaires out there, and one of the things which I received from the best of the best in the world, from Ray Dalio kind of people who told me in the sitting in the places, what they said is, everything is a feeling. Everything is a feeling. Having $1 billion is just a feeling before you make it. Once you see, in the quantum world, we talk about possibilities, right? Nothing else. So the quantum world, the way to describe it simply, somebody asked me, what the heck is that mean? The simple terms I would describe it as is you not creating the future based on your known facts or the way your mind understand it. Quantum world is nothing more than is unlimited possibilities. Unlimited possibilities for the space for any type of future to happen. See, this is what most people do. If you have done the bachelor degree in accounting, the physics says, or the normal world says, that, okay, I've done a bachelor in accounting. The only way I can get a job is I must get a job as an accountant because I've done a bachelor degree in accounting. That's just the linear way of looking at it. See, our mind, what does it do is it creates the future exactly as the past. See, most people, what they're doing is they're living this life today. They're living this life today is exactly same as it was yesterday or day before yesterday or even before that. Why is that? Why they cannot create a better future for themselves? Why is that? Because most of the time, the action is still the same. They wake up on the same side of the bed. They brush exactly the same way. They go to meet and same people. They go out and meet and have coffee with the same people. They whinge about the same people. They meet and greet the same people. Everything is exactly the same. So where the heck are the new possibilities? Where are the new possibility? Where is the space where you tell your mind that I do not want to predict the future? Because the way you're going to predict the future is based on your known past. Your mind cannot create the future which is unpredictable, which is not known, right? Your mind is only going to create the future which is known. Very, very, very important to know. So what we're going to do today is a meditation exercise where we're going to live in the present. Yeah, absolutely. Mind likes predictability. So here's a lesson for the business people, all my business junkies. Here is the lesson for you. If mind likes predictability, guess who else has got the same mind? Your clients have the same mind. Right? If your mind like predictability, their mind likes the predictability as well. Their mind likes certainty as well. Their mind like exactly the same experience all the time, right? So they want predictable results at everything. If your mind wants the same thing, they want the same thing. So give people the predictable output. Why McDonald's is the best place or number one restaurant in the world? Because they give a predictable, certain outcome, right? Doesn't matter how many times you walk in there, you're still going to get the same Big Mac. Every time it's predictable. The other steps, you walk into that place, this is what you're going to get once you order it. Very predictable output. Very certain, right? People look for certainties. Why? Because they know that that's known world for them. So it's a really good lesson for the business people, right? If you're running a business, this is one of the best things you will ever do. Create a predictability for your clients. So coming back to the same thing, what we're talking about, right? So if the way we see the future is exactly the way it is in the past, right? We all know that we all live in the gap, and to fill that gap is just a feeling. So now my question for you is, can you have that feeling today? Can you have that feeling right now? Whatever you're trying to become, whether you're trying to become the number one coach, number one consultant, number one, massage therapist, number one something, right? Or you want to become whatever the business which runs about $1 million turnover, you want to do that. Can you have that feeling today? Can you have that feeling today? Right? Can you have that feeling today? Write it down. Just want to know. Yeah, use imagination. All right. So this is a different world, right? So let me answer a couple of questions. So here I've got what is this? How is that different from dream? Same thing. So dreaming only happens when you sleep. Dreaming only happens when you sleep, right? And dreaming you have no control on the dreams. Do you? Can you tell me what dreams you're going to have tonight? Can you control that? Right? We don't have a control on dreams. I don't. Certainly, I don't know if you have. We can't control the dreams, right? But the meditation exercises, you can control it, right? Imagination is very good thing, right? Imagination is good thing. You're building something. But I'm going to give you something more than imagination is thinking before it happens, which is pretty good, right? Einstein said it as well. Imagination is the best thing, right? So dreaming is when you sleep and you don't have a control. Imagination, yes, you have a control of that. But I want to give you one more step on top of that. Add a feeling into the imagination. Add a feeling into the imagination. When you add that feel into that imagination, that becomes real because you feel that. It's not that easy, right? So it's not that easy to make it happen because most people create or imagine things based on their past experience. Tell me if it's true for you. Most people imagine things based on their past experience. Is it true for you? It's certainly true for me because I imagine only things which I've seen, I've experienced, I have watched on TV, I have seen somewhere. Right? My mind has seen somewhere. Is that true for you? Tell me, can you imagine something which you haven't experienced, which you haven't seen, which you haven't gone through it, or your mind has no experience of that at all? Right? Can you imagine that thing? Can you imagine it? Can you imagine something which you haven't seen or experienced? Right? My answer is you can't. Try doing it. Try imagining something which you haven't experienced in the past. So your mind is only going to create something which you already seen it. Right? Your mind is only going to create something which you have experienced it. That's why imagination is the creation of exactly the same thing what you have experienced. So what I'm giving is more than that. What I'm trying to give is there is massive, when you live in this present moment. See, if I take away all your degrees, all your possessions, all your titles, everything what you have earned, all your degrees, like all your things which you're born with, everything, if I take away that, you are pretty much nobody. I take away the name from you. I take away the degrees from you. I take away the house, the possessions you have. You become nobody, right? You become absolutely nobody. Nobody, right? It's really important for us to know that when you become that nobody, when you don't associate yourself with the belongings you have in this world, when you have, which you have acquired in last many years, including your name, including these clothes, including this pen, including everything, right? I acquired it. When I take away all this, I'm nobody. I want you to create a future from that place where you are nobody. I want you to create a future from where you are, from the place where you are nobody, right? Where you are nobody. Why is that? The reason for that is because when you're creating the future from a place where there are unlimited possibilities, you are not trying to predict the future. Why do we have a pain in the world? Why do we have pain in the world? Can somebody answer to me this? Why do we have pain in the world? Why there is a pain? Why there is a pain in the world? Why there is pain in the world? Why people are suffering? Why people are suffering? Why people suffer? Why do they suffer? What's the reason? Yeah, this is pretty good reason. People are not happy with what they have. Yeah, good reason. What else? Why people are not happy? Why they're suffering? Why people suffer? Why do we people suffer? What's the reason, right? So I think Facebook is a bit slow, so I'm just going to keep going. Expectation, yes. People have expectation. So give me a bit, yeah, pain creates a change and growth, yes. All these reasons are right? So there's no right or wrong. Attachment, yes, absolutely. Attachment. So there is no right and wrong answer to that, but I want to add something to this. The reason for people suffer is because things don't happen the way they predict. The reason people suffer because things don't happen the way they predict, right? So you have a certain predictability with your wife, with your partner. You want her or him to behave certain way, and he or she doesn't do it. That's where the pain is. I wanted to get a raise. That didn't happen. That's why the suffering is. So the pain happened because you're trying to predict something and it doesn't go the way you want that to go. Yes, we have attachment. Yes, we have all that. But because we're trying to predict it, right? There is no possibility place. You want a new job, you know, but whoever you believe in says that you need to be sacked from this place to get a new job. It's not a promotion, but you have to get sacked from this place. And when you get sacked, you are not happy. You're not happy. So one more thing I want to say to you guys, just very specifically, there is no right and wrong in this space, right? Don't be on one of those people who say this is true or this is not true, right? It's true and not true is based on the way you look at it, right? So very, very important to see it. There is nothing right and wrong in this place, just talking about certain things, right? So I'm giving you my experience. Yes, you probably have your experience as well. So it's about the way we see the world, right? Exactly the way we see the world. So there is no right and wrong in this. It's just the way we see the world. Exactly. So you come up with your view of the world. I come with my view of the world. So there is no right or wrong. We don't need to agree on this. It's just the way I see the world. And that's why I'm explaining this to you. So if you hate to listen to that, if you want to create a predictable future, my recommendation would be don't create that from the brain. Don't create the predictable future because the quantum world doesn't work with the predictability. Quantum world does not work with the predictability. If you're trying to predict something, you're trying to change matter with the matter, which will take time. Matter with matter change means that I need to have 5 years of experience before I get a job at IBM. That's the matter with the matter. So it means that you're going to spend 5 years taking a work experience before you get into IBM. That's where trying to change matter with the matter. Quantum world says that you just met somebody on a train station, that person really liked you, and the person says, hang on, are you looking for a job? I work for IBM. Why don't you come and work for us? Right? That's what we call the quantum world, where things are possible without being or having the matter with the matter, right? So really, 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 really important. If you're trying to predict the world, the way it's going to happen is it's going to take a long, long, long time. Trust me on this, believe me this, it's going to take a long, long time. So don't try to change matter with the matter. The only way you can create a future is based on sitting at that place where there are a lot of possibilities, right? Not predicting the future, because when you predict the future, what are you doing is you're trying to plan something based on your past experience. You're trying to plan something based on your past experience, and that's where the problem is. And when that plan doesn't go well, we have a problem. We have that pain. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do this meditation exercise where we're going to come back and sit in the present moment, right? And step into that world where we're not creating something based on our past experience. We're going to create something which is very unknown and we don't know what it looks like, which is very unknown, right? So I want certain results, I want certain outcomes, but I don't want to dictate the path of that way to get to that outcome. The moment you stop dictating the path, the vehicle, the easier it becomes. So who's ready to do a meditation very quickly? Are you guys ready? Are you guys still there? Yep. Okay, cool. You guys still there on Facebook? How's everybody on Facebook? Let me jump on and see what are you guys up to on Facebook. Cool. That's good. Are you guys still here on Facebook? Awesome. Let's do a very quick meditation exercise, right, guys? So what we're going to do is let's close your eyes. Put your headset on. If you are, don't need to watch my screen. Don't need to watch my face. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Take one more deep breath and let it go. And relax your body. Take one more deep breath and relax your body. To feel your body getting relaxed at each breath you take. Now I want you to close your eyes if you haven't done that. Close your eyes. I want you to take yourself in this body and take a place where you are in a forest. You are in a forest, in a deep, in the middle of forest. Looks like Amazon or some big forest. Just take your body and feel that you are in a forest. Start walking in that forest. You can look around. You can't see anything. Just green, trees everywhere. Trees everywhere, and you just walk into the forest. You can hear the birds. You can hear the water dripping as from the trees. But you're walking. Just keep walking. Just look around that. You see the grain everywhere. Your eyes are open and you're seeing everywhere. And still hearing lots of birds. You might feel scared as well because you don't know where you are. It's a very unknown place for you. You have never been to this place. You might be scared. You might feel like you want to open your eyes because it's a very, very, very different place. I want you to make sure that don't let your body decide if you're going to keep your eyes closed. So in your meditation, close your eyes, keep your eyes closed, but keep walking in the forest. It's a big rainforest for you. And you started to see a lot of stuff, and it's so dark in there, hard to see. And you're scared because you don't know who you're going to get. You might get an animal, you might get some bird, you might get somebody or mozzies or anything. You're really scared. You're worried that you're going to spend the night here. How are you going to survive? You start to feel that if you have to stay here or have to stay here one more night, you won't be able to survive at this place. See, this is what happens to us. Our body is so used to being predictable results. Anything unpredictable comes, we are really, really uncomfortable. And this is what's happening to you right now in this forest. Stay in that forest. Don't come out of yet. Stay in that forest. Keep walking. You found a stick, which is a long, long stick, just to move some trees from the ground to make you walk properly in the forest. Just move the trees or the um, leaves from the ground to make you walk on the path. Just keep walking on that. Don't panic. There's nothing to panic about. It's going to be really uncomfortable, but just keep walking. Don't run, walk. Relax your body and stay in this unknown place. I want you to stay in this place. Feel that. Feel this unknown space. And just keep walking. You see a light really, really far away. You don't know what that light is for. Whether it's a house, whether it's a temple, whether it's just a bird, you don't know. But you see a light. You feel there is a light. You see a hope. You feel that there is something there, but you don't know what it is. Now you start walking towards that because that feels like a right thing to do. I want you to just keep walking towards that light. It looks like a light. Keep walking that place. Just keep going. Walk to that place. Now you're getting very, very, very close to that light. And you see a huge stair going up toward the light. It's a big stair, really scary stair. The only thing you can see is on this stair, just a couple of steps. The staircases are not visible right till the end. The only thing you see is a couple of staircases, right? So you put your 1 feet on that and you can't see the next one. You stay there for a moment and it's really, really dark, really foggy. I want you to smell that fog. Smell this fog. Smell this forest. Standing on that stair. Now you're just one step ahead. Trust yourself now. Take a next step. In your mind, take your next step. And you are now at the second step. And it's really foggy again. You can't see anything. It's really uncomfortable, this place. Really unknown. Really not a desired space to be in. Because your mind is so used to staying at the space where you know everything. Now look around you, don't know anything, you can't recognize anything. Everything is so unknown. Stay in this space for a minute. I want you to feel that space. Yeah, you might be scared. Yeah, feel that. That's okay to be scared. There's nothing wrong being scared. But you know, one of the best things you will ever do at this place, you'll just move forward. Trust yourself and just move forward. Take a next step in your mind. Take a next step in your mind and go one more step up in the staircase. Yeah, stand there now. There are a few more steps, but you don't know how many steps to go. You can't see anything. It's so foggy. You can even smell the fog. There's a rain sometime comes. The little drizzle happening in the forest. And you can feel it's old type of staircase. Very old. The way you see in the movies, the old ancient temples. Very, very old. It's really hard to even stay on that place because it's really wet. And you don't know if you can be able to stay there for that long because you might fall. And you're worried that it's going to be night pretty soon and don't know where to stay. Really dark, really unknown space. Take a next step. Take the next step. See, now it's really, really, really different. See, the only thing you did today in this space is just move forward. You don't know what's going to be. You have no idea where you're going to land. You have no idea where you're going to go. But what you're doing is you're just moving forward. Just moving forward. You're not trying to create a predictable future. You can't even see what's in front of you because where you are, that's the place you are known. Because other than that, you have no idea where you are. Now you can't see the past because it's so foggy. You can't see the future because it's foggy. The only place you can see is the present. And you can smell the air, you can feel the air, you can see everything, but you can't see anything other than that staircase. You're just standing on one platform. I want you to move to the next one. Take a step in your mind, get into the next one. Now you start to ask this question, how far do I have to go? I don't even know how far do I have to go on this staircase. How many stairs are there? All these doubts are coming in your mind that, should I just go back? But then your mind says, if you go back, you don't know where you're going to go after that. Because the way to go back is to go back to the place where you come from, which you have no desire to do that. You don't want to go back to that place where you come from. The only place you can go is to move forward. Move forward, move forward, move forward. This unknown place is your home. I want you to get comfortable with this unknown space. This unknown space is your home. This is where you're going to live. Get used to it. Make friends with this space. And this is going to start to feel right. And now you might be feeling, holy crap, I've already done so much. Let's do a few more because you can do it. This unknown space is a home now. You don't care what's going to be at front because you don't want to go back. But you don't know what you're going to get at front, but you are really, really, really into it now because you already done a few times. In your mind, you're very comfortable taking the next step. Very comfortable because it feels like home now. It feels like you're already going to do it. Take the next step. Take the next step. Take a couple more. Take a couple more. Now take a couple more as well. How does it feel? See, now you can't see the future. It's really foggy. But now you start to get used to this space. You start to like this space. It feels like home. It feels so comfortable that you just want to live with this unknown space. This is a space where you're going to create your dream life. So now I want you to arrive right at the top where the light was. And you can see the light in front of you. You're right at the top of the stair. You see you have arrived the place where you always wanted to get to. Whether it's a money, whether it's a house, that place is there right in front of you now. You didn't even know that even a couple of stairs before that you're going to get to that place that quickly. The only way you can reach your goals and your dreams is to get used to this unknown space. Start to like this space. Make this place home. How does that feel now to right at the top when you're there, to reach at the top and feel that? Now you're home. You got what you wanted, whether it's the money, whether it's a relationship, whether it's anything in your life, you're right at the top next to the light. Everything is there in front of you now. Smell the air. Smell the air at this space. Take a deep breath. Smell this air. Take a deep breath. Feel this for a moment. I want you to stay there for a moment. Just enjoy this place. Look around. Look around this place. What do you see? What do you see? How do you feel? Now, what I want you to do is open your eyes and write it down. What do you feel? What did you see? 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 How do you feel? Or what did you feel? Write it down. Write it down. What did you see? What did you see? How do you feel? Yeah, cool. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, open your eyes now. Come back into this world. How did it feel to stay in this place where everything was unknown? How did it feel? Did you like it? Was it good in the beginning? Did you enjoy it? See, it's not that easy to stay in that sort of space where everything is unknown. The moment you put your body into that space where things are not familiar, your body is going to start to rebel. Your body is not going to like it. And it's really, really important, right? So your body is not going to like it because your body is not designed to do that. Your body is not going to be happy and you're going to try to push you out. Really, really, really important. But I really want to know, how did it feel? How did it feel? Let me have a look into this space. So many of you guys messaging. All right. Are we here? How did it feel? All right, guys. It's a really good experience. Look, I think I'm gonna leave you guys to this space. Um, take a take a moment and stay in this space as much as you can, because the moment you stay more in this unknown space, the better it is for you. The moment you stay, or the more you stay in this unknown space, the better it is for you. Right? So stay in this space for a while. Enjoy this unknown space. Yeah, that's good. Awesome. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Colin. Awesome. Yeah, it is scary. Absolutely. Scary. Absolutely scary, right? It's not the feeling our brains designed to make it happen. It's a very scary place to be when you stay at an unknown space. Very, very, very scary because our brain's not designed to make it happen. But the funny is, the more you stay at unknown place where you can't see the future and you're not trying to predict the future and you can't see the past, that's where the quantum world works really well. And that's the only place I would say the quantum world works, because you're not trying to create the future based on your past experience. And that's what most people do. They try to create their future based on the past experience. So most people trying to create their future based on the past experience. If you're one of those people, live in this unknown space more. The more you live it, better it is. Right? Really, really, really important. Really important. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. I'm gonna stop this. Thank you guys for your company today. And this was another Quantum Mind meditation for today. And I really enjoyed it. For some of you guys are coming tomorrow. Workshop is tomorrow. I'll see you in the city as well. We're running our fast growth workshop. So I'm looking forward to meeting you guys in person and talk about business and how you can actually grow quicker and faster, right? So that's tomorrow. And thank you for your company today. Really enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you, guys.